Say something.
So, welcome back again to Jersey Shore Beers and Brews Reviews. Randy,
Randall's fine.
brought back he went in, he got it done. Brought back a beer from BattleRiver Brewing.
And you appreciate this brewing?
Yep. We did a review of it, actually. You can go back and check that out. As a matter of fact, I'll link it up here. It's called No Man's Land, and it came from BattleRiver Brewing. And it's a white stout with coffee. Comes in at 6.5%. And he wants to set it down and put it to the test. So that's what we're going to do.
I think that's a nice light intermission.
It's a light beer by my
from the
standards.
IPA as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's I generally gravitate towards, like I said, 7.5, 8.
That'll clean our taste buds up too.
Now you've already tried this one.
I have, so it's a little unfair. I mean, I'd like to see you guys tell me what you think first.
So you share it with the class. I like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I when I'm out there,
Used to we're sharing it, right?
well, you pour those times. I was a little.
And I'm drinking.
Well, yeah, of course you are.
I'm drinking.
Unless you want to spread that between 3 glasses, that's
Nope.
about right.
Mm-mm.
Okay, fine, go for it.
You can definitely tell the pour that it's thicker.
Interesting.
It's
This
all.
is a stout.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely
When have you
thicker
seen a
coming
stout
out
that
of
has
the
light in
can.
color?
That's pretty amazing, and it is definitely pale in the straw family. A little bit darker than straw.
Isn't that amazing?
Watch how it pours, dude. It's thick.
It is very, very thick.
That's pretty crazy. These guys, if you don't recall, they had the festival when I was up there doing a review, and they also had that huge ass burger that was on the plate there. Well,
That
that
was
wasn't
next
their bear, their burger. It was,
That was kind
from
of
next door.
Next door.
Right, and it's a great setup. You go there on a Friday, Saturday night. They normally have the street closed. They have some
Music.
bands next door. There's a distillery next door. Just a great scene. So if you're really thinking about some place to go out with your girlfriend, your wife, not a bad
Thank
place
you.
in Toms River if you're local.
Even if you're not, I mean,
Well, even if you're not, like, get a room somewhere close, or take Uber and pay big dollars. So let's see what it smells like.
are you a coffee? You a coffee person?
I love. You said coffee stout. I was expecting a dark stout.
Yeah, I mean,
This looks like the same one we just reviewed, the Stone IPA. It's the same.
And it's
color.
hazy. It's hazy too.
this really comes through with texture and body. And
Definitely smells like got the Joe going on in the
Yeah.
morning there, man. Hopefully it's not a high test caffeine in it.
If they need to
Because
rate
remember we brewed that coffee stout and we had to keep giving it away to Tiva's old man because he just loved coffee.
Yep.
It was like 10%, but it was like high test. You were
Oh
wired all night.
yeah, it was like premium grade coffee.
Yep. Coffee 100% up front. A little bit of milk taste going on there. I don't know if they did it. They probably did. It probably might have a little bit of lactose in there to sweeten it up like that. I'm going to see if I can find the recipe on there, but that would be something that I would be doing.
but or lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
You
nope.
know that. Oh, really?
Nope. I knocked over the mic.
And then you
I
warned
told
us.
these
You
guys
warned us.
not to knock over the mic. But yeah, this is pretty good.
I did well.
Great smell.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
We just need to be drinking it at like 6:30 in the morning. With
Well, I don't know if I want to go there.
With our pork roll, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Well, now that's a breakfast beer. If I ever
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I would probably say I would go as far as to drink this out of my coffee mug in the morning.
That
You know,
is
like this is enough to fill the coffee mug
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times.
Perfect. Yeah.
very,
You know?
very lightly hopped. If there's any hops in there whatsoever,
Yeah. Well, it's got to be some there. Yeah.
but you can't taste hops in it.
No.
There's no citrus. There's
I taste malt and cream and fucking the coffee.
right. So it might have coffee and a little bit of vanilla.
I'd give
Bean
you
or
vanilla.
something
I'd
like
definitely
that.
give you vanilla because it's definitely sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this is definitely a good dessert beer.
Yep.
Well, then we went from breakfast to dessert, so that's a pretty good swing.
Yep. We can cover the whole day, guys.
I mean, you
This
know,
beer. So, anything else you're picking up on it?
Well, it's very drinkable.
the glass
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It leaves your mouth wanting more. Like it
Well-
doesn't linger forever on your tongue.
Yep.
So you want to take another sip. You
Yep.
want to try some more of it.
Yep. I totally agree with that. I totally agree that it just dissipates like poof, and you're like, I need more. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
I can't believe how it was pouring. I think that I'm going to score this one first because you're going to score the next one first.
Okay.
This one I kind of like. I mean, I like the fact of that it's, first of all, it's a light stout.
It's hard to find.
Right. I like the second fact that it's a coffee stout that's light.
Yeah.
The third thing that I find amazing is how it poured and how thick it was coming out of the can. It was almost like, I don't know, jelly when I was looking at it. Like that's consistency of it. I mean, it's obviously not in the glass. The taste from it, second to none. I mean, it's right up there. Any coffee stout. It's not in your face, but it is definitely there. But it doesn't linger. That might be a problem, but it might not be a problem because like we were saying, hey, listen, makes you want to go back for more. I like it. I'm gonna bring it in over 7.5 because I think it's something that I would be like, dude, try this beer out. I wouldn't be like, dude, you gotta go down and get this beer because this is fucking amazing. If it was in my fridge, I'd be like, dude, you ever have one of these? Yeah, try one of these. So I'm gonna come in at 7.7 on this one.
Okay. Based on the scoring that you gave me, I'm gonna give you 7.7, maybe 7.8 because it is, like I said, I like me a good stout. One thing I can say is this is definitely, like every other stout I've had, it's a real in a glass. Mm-hmm. It's definitely heavy, even though it doesn't look like it from the camera. This looks like we poured like a Killian's in here or something.
It's even lighter than Killian's.
But it poured heavy like a stout. It sits in your stomach like a stout. And
that's in the label.
And since this is a seasonal thing, you know, stouts, porters, they're more of a cold weather beer.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some stouts, but I can only drink like one or two. Again, you get that. This has that stout taste, but it doesn't leave that. Like I said, it leaves you wanting more.
Right.
It's almost like they took the stout and they filtered out the one part that is a problem with stout is you get tired of it quickly.
Right. Well, normally your stouts
a little bit bitter.
Correct, because you have dark malts in there.
Yep.
That are roasted
with coffee, which is also dark.
Well, they're roasted long, so they leave that bitter tendency behind them. This isn't like that. So they're getting smart with this stuff, and I like that. That's breaking new grounds. I love brewers that break new grounds.
Yeah.
You know?
I would definitely say I'm going to give it up to freaking BattleRiver Brewing and Tom's River. They fucking did a badass job on this one.
Good brewers. We got some good brewers in our area, dude. There's a lot of them. What do you think, sir?
Well, I'm going to come in at 7.9 since you've all come in high like that, and I brought it over here. I brought it over because when I tried it, it made an impression on me. And that's why I brought it.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
This is something that, again, if I have people coming over for a holiday thing or this like cold weather, this is something I can say, hey, I got this, and they're like, oh, stout.
Yeah.
But when they see this, this will definitely change the mind of someone who doesn't drink stout to try it.
Correct. Especially if you're like, hey, you want to try a stout? Click, blah, 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 and they're like,
that ain't no stout.
No, that don't look like no stout.
No, don't trust me, then just try it. It's good. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So yeah, you're in the upper sevens, BattleRiver. That's a damn good beer. That's a damn good call. I mean, you haven't reached into the epic area, you know, but you are breaking new ground, and we love you for that.